Hello, colleagues. Welcome to this seminar designed for teachers of lifelong learners. In this presentation, you will find some key elements about the teacher's role, the learner's role, the adult's motivation to learn, what the kind of technological resources and tasks are more suitable for them. First of all, it is vital to consider the following. Adult education has some overall goals for 21st century learners. To develop working competencies in a technology-assisted, autonomous, and lifelong learning, and to break the ideology that there is a specific range of age to learn new things. What is lifelong learning? It is an opportunity for participating gradually in education and training. It is necessary, a positive attitude to learning, and a full commitment. It means adult students focus their learning on the skills and knowledge that are applicable to their life circumstances, making them feel their learning process must be more concrete and shorter due to the amount of personal activities they divide in their time, for example, home, job, and academic responsibilities. Bear in mind the description of your specific target group. They belong to a public adult institution. Their range of age is between 16 and 60 years old. They want to start or continue their high school education for personal achievement or better work opportunities. Besides, they attend classes at the night shift from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. from Monday to Friday. Their curriculum courses are divided by semesters. Adult Learners Profile Bile 2010 states that the process of lifelong learning is characterized by the negotiation between individuals' conceptions and what they experience in their interactions with the physical and social environment. Some of the features of the profile are: first, what they bring to class is background knowledge. This knowledge of the world is rich and full of experiences they have gained from home or work. McKay and Tom, 1999. These authors also refer to expectations as the attitudes and the knowledge they have developed in previous schooling. So, as a teacher, you should negotiate what and how to learn. A third aspect of this profile is confidence. When students are risk takers in learning, they will feel confident with their level of proficiency, even if it is initial. In the case of implementing technology, the development of an autonomous virtual community assisted by technology for lifelong learning, confidence should be a supportive resource for teachers and learners. The fourth feature is motivation. It is an internal call for using all their capabilities to achieve a goal. They recognize their learning styles and try to reinforce them. This is an important feature to develop autonomy in a virtual community of knowledge. The final feature you must pay attention is personal circumstances. Age, health, and difficulties at home or lack of employment can impact the learner's performance and motivation. That is why it must be a priority to get acquainted with learners' situations and needs since the beginning of a course. McKay and Tom, 1999, say, although we may not be able to change the student's personal circumstances, we can, by being flexible and by encouraging a sense of community in the classroom, provide a source of support. Let's talk about the teacher's role. The teacher must be a facilitator who guides the student in the learning process through experience, real-world problem solving, and inquiry. This role determines the use of the most appropriate teaching strategy for learners' needs and expectations. On the other hand, learners also have a role in this process. They must be participative, motivated, active, and they have to be disciplined with their time management and the task organization. Besides, they have to identify their learning styles and be a collaborator in their own learning process by being responsible and taking control of their own. In other words, to move towards self-direction and autonomy. When working with adults, consider how much do they know about technology and how comfortable do they feel with it? An important principle stated by Knowles is Adults learn by experience, so the learning experience will be successful if they feel comfortable with it. In the case of inclusion of technology, it is normal adults are afraid of using it. Therefore, considering the specific population you are teaching, you could implement some tools they are familiar with. Social networks like Facebook or Twitter, Microsoft Office tools, search engines, email and instant messaging accounts. At the moment of selecting the type of task, it is important to take into account the following. Learners need to understand why they are learning something, so establish specific goals, and it would be great if they establish their personal goals too, so their task will be meaningful and valuable for them. They do not like to feel that someone is imposing his or her will on them, so give them space to choose and make their own decisions. Adult students learn by using experience, so implement tasks that are real life or problem centered. Thus, if they see an application in real life, they feel they are meaningful and achievable. Adult learners learn what they need to learn. Consider this aspect all the time. Select encouraging and motivating tasks. They would help learners to achieve their personal priorities. Last but not least, consider their learning styles. They learn better when they learn in the way they like to do it. To summarize, meaningful, concrete, short, direct, and real life tasks will provide a better learning experience for adult students. Our recommendation: if you want to build a knowledge community for adult learners, just get acquainted with learner situations and needs since the beginning of the course in order to analyze learning styles and teaching strategies to fit their goals. You also need to give your students meaningful input in terms of the technological tools they can get familiar with. Besides, this training should provide enough scaffolding to guide them to work autonomously when necessary and keep a high level of motivation. These are our references. Thanks for attending this seminar. See you next time.